And welcome back here to Lacrosse South Australia TV, or LSA TV, better known for the Men's State League Grand Final between Brighton and Glenelg. And we are about to go to our MC, Mr. Ben Hook.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Findon Oval, the home of the Woodville Lacrosse Club. For this, the Lacrosse South Australia Men's State League Grand Final between Brighton and Glenelg. We acknowledge the Kaurna people as the traditional owners of the land on which we play this great game, and we respect their elders past, present and emerging. It is time first of all to meet our match officials. Could you please welcome Michael Gowdy, Bradley Evans, Rick Smisson, Shane Abbott, Robert Farmer and Dennis Mulroney.
Bradley Evans.
And now today's teams. Firstly, Glenelg. Number 1, Ben Robinson. Number 2, Brodie Nicol. Number 3, Todd Bartlett. Number 4, Luke Keesing. Number 6, Daniel Evans. Number 8, Patrick Palmer. Number 9, Kesavan Sivasubramanian. Number 10, Jeremy Morton. Number 11, Jack Price. Number 13, Kai Williams. Number 14, Matt Bartlett. Number 15, Sebastian Hartis. Number 16, Adam Milne. Number 17, Griffin Capella. Number 18, Benjamin Newman. And number 20, Cody Watts. Their head coach is Henry Lawson. Assistant coaches are Nathan Bolton, Stephen Mortimer, and Mark Stilgo. Team manager Brian Bartlett, and scorer Steve Robinson. Their opponents this afternoon, the Brighton Bombers. Number 1, Mitchell Fuss. Number 4, Harry Edwards. Number 6, Edison Pike. Number 8, Clinton Barker. Number 9, Tom Freeman. Number 10, Will Dallison. Number 11, Jackson Stock. Number 13, Jason Baker. Number 15, Douglas Anderson. Number 17, Jack Woodford. Number 18, Matthew Fuss. Number 19, Stephen Lambert. Number 21, Michael Green. Number 22, Anson Carter. Number 23, Nicholas Longo. And number 70, Tom Perkins. The head coach is Mark Mangan. Assistant coaches are Jack Dallison and Toby Raymond. Team manager is Todd Rosenthal, along with Phil Shinnick. And their scorer is Trevor Woodford. Ladies and gentlemen, in honour of Queen Elizabeth II, who passed away on Friday morning, we will observe a moment of silence.
Out there, Ed Pike, Tom Freeman, who's been on this stage so many times before. Has a look at Capella and how about
look at
that for
that
a little
one.
dink behind.
And Tommy Freeman says, thank you very much. What about that for a pass on the bottom corner underneath? Finds Pike in the middle.
A little shovel to start the game. Awesome work there, Freeman. Toe drags it to the right-hand side, backhands it, and that man, the Aussie under-21 captain, Edison Pike,
takes it, pops it.
welcomes himself to SA lacrosse with his first score of a grand final for here, Brighton in SA.
And I can tell you what, that's not the shot that Cody Watts would have wanted to see for the first one with that that feed. I mean, that's a huge assist, isn't it?
Long pole straight into the face-off here. Pat Palmer v. Jackson Stock.
So ball in the centre. Palmer up against
Stock, easy win. Fast break. Pike down low. Carter drops the handle.
Good
Capella.
work there from Capella.
Good pick up. Has the ball taken away, though, from Anderson.
And
K-Man.
K-Man under pressure. Bang!
His first look at a grand final, and this is what it's all about.
That's what it is about, and a flag's been thrown here. So that'll be a penalty to Glenelg as Brighton picked the ball. And Jackson Stock with it. He said he wants it moved. Freeman, he wants to put his first shot of the game on. We've already seen one assist from down low. Good save there from Watts on the corner.
So hardest first impact in the game is a foul too. His first look at a grand final state league time. But how's that finish from Edison Pike? Catching one low and slotting that straight past Cody Watts on the opening score.
I'll tell you what, K-Man maybe not played in a grand final before, but he knows what they're about now, don't they?
Well, he knows he's got his work cut out for him. So here we go. Brighton, first look at their man up. Pike at X, 1-3-2
so they
at
run
the
this
moment.
little rotation. Steps, pops. Oh, that's on the outside. Saw plenty of net move there, but Pike with the backup. And Brighton will bring it back in. Still man up opportunity. Kicks it. Fuss to Fuss.
Dallison, Freeman,
To
Matt
Fuss.
Fuss
Fires.
loads
Bang!
up.
Number
Watts.
2.
Gone straight past him from high centre. That's the man they need shooting. Matt Fuss probably doesn't let the trigger go that often. Freeman the through ball. Dallison providing.
And you
As they
watch
go-
here on the replay. Sorry, Chicks.
Go on, mate.
Watch here on the replay, and Fuss, as you said, just does not let those hands free enough for me. And does that time, and all of a sudden, we're out to a... we're out to a 2-0 lead early in the first. And we saw this with the women's game, didn't we? We saw a 2-goal quick movement.
Looks like Keesing will be the matchup with Woodford today. Palmer running wings and taking face when Stock goes out there. Michael Green has got the early job on Jack Price, I should say.
That'll be a matchup that Jack Price will want to try and use to his advantage.
Well, I heard during the week Brighton guys weren't overly concerned with Price. Hasn't dented the scoreboard in a way that concerns them too much.
Unfortunately, there is a... he can shoot left and right-handed, does Price. So that matchup will be interesting with young Green on him. And we see here, it might be the first opportunity that we see against this. So Green, Price, kicks it to Nickel. Nickel back down the back corner to Bartlett. And
Robinson gets the big job with Nick Longo, who's the shutdown specialist for the Bombers. Nickel
Jack
likes
Woodford
his
well overplaying the right hand. Slide comes from Edwards. Just steps in. Good work there from Nickel. And Nickel says, bang, I'm in on the cage. And they're on the board. And a good pace there from Nickel. Doesn't, again, hit the scoreboard very much.
Yeah, the replay will show. Got through Woodford pretty easy. Help came from Edwards. Got stuck and got lost and couldn't help. You're right. Nickel too quick. No time for a third slide. Nickel scores early. That's his first. The Bays bring it back 2-1.
I'm going to say this is almost deja vu from the women's game, where the women's game was very much like this. Glenelg out to a 2-goal lead and one to the next. And I reckon we're about 3.5 minutes. We're at 5.5 gone in the first here. Live and free on LSA TV. As the players, there's a break there. So
Stock breaks. Nerves on for everyone, Tone.
Absolutely. It is a grand final. There'll be a bit of nerve out there. And they're just starting to, just that fast twitch Goes a little too fast. So Price with the ball down the back.
Michael
Against Green.
Yep, the big job for Michael Green. Kai Williams
And
gets
Kai
a look
Williams. Normally used to playing, and he steps inside. Good defense there from Longo. Up to Bartlett. Now, he's one that really needs to, if Glenelg were to get over the line, I think Bartlett needs to step up in this game.
This is the matchup Glenelg want. Ben Robinson's last month of lacrosse has been fantastic, holding them in games, 3s and 4s.
Good work there from Stop.
Evans high. Edwards will look after him. Evans looks to get a bit of space. Bartlett with Doug Anderson. Nickel, the goal scorer. Mitch Fuss looking after him.
Ball down the back. They're setting it up for Evans up the top here. The sniper picks the ball up. Evans picks up Edwards. Oh, that's just a terrible. Well, I don't know whether it was a terrible pass or it wasn't a great catch either. But either way, it's coming back down the other way for Brighton Lacrosse Club. Bang, set him up. Dan Evans says, thank you. Have this, Mr. Doug Shennick. Harry Edwards, have some of that as well. So the physical is there. That might be a penalty. That is going to be a trip. And that'll be an interference call. Should be a 30-second call here, but we'll see whether that is a interference or a trip. 30-second hold, they'll probably call that as an interference.
Bit of physicality, Tone. It means a lot to both these clubs. The rivalry is huge.
Just checking out that penalty. It is a 30-second hold for an interference. So man-up opportunity here, Schick. Sorry, mate, to cut you there.
We got the umpires mic'd up over there. Righto, so another technical glitch. We'll be with you in a minute.
But here we go, and we've got a time out called here. I didn't see which way that timeout went either, whether that was the Glenelg or Brighton.
Yeah, not sure. Didn't see that. But, gee, the sticks were flying up there early, Tone, weren't they?
How about that? That contest in the centre here. Just the ball picked up. Immense pressure on the defender coming out. Next defender picks it up. Immense pressure. Drew the foul down the back corner with that interference. Dan Evans did a great job with that. I think he had contact on all three of those. And we have a man-up opportunity here. And Glenelg with about 8.5 gone in the first quarter.
Interesting matchups, Tone. You think I think the Michael Green to Jack Price is a good one. We know Glenelg like to drive hard through the short poles, so Jack Price will think this is an opportunity for me. So it might
play into their wheelhouse.
Might just whack their offensive tilter out of shape a little bit if they're going to go through the pole rather than the shorties as they normally would do.
Well, it's always, and it always has been, we didn't expect anything less, did we? That little bit of physical. Kai Williams steps in. Bartlett, pop. That one's come off the defender, did it? Ground ball to be won. Oh, gets absolutely crunched. And that'll be a loose ball push.
I'll be in the crease, Tone, I think. That's within 3 metres.
No, he was right on him when he did that. That's going to be that is going to be a Glenelg ball.
Well, you can't start it from there. You've got to bring it out. Yep. So even now, oh no, still man down. That was a sub.
Yep, still man down. So man down released. Bartlett just in two minds. Steps inside. Good work from the defender. But I'll tell you what, the riding presence here.
Dug up. He gets it out. Anderson under a lot of pressure again. Then Mitch Fuss under the guidance of big brother Matt says, catch and collect, you're good to go. Down to Freeman and the penalty expires.
A good save there from Chippy down low.
It's like he'd seen it before, Tone. It's like he'd seen it before. He was there waiting, wasn't he?
He was waiting indeed. He saw Bartlett get inside, but back down to the offensive end. And Fussy, we saw him get one in the semi-final from up top here, driving this pipe.
We did.
And he's picked up the sniper, who doesn't find himself in defence very often.
Can play it. Lambert out there as well for Brighton, so they'll look to go to Mitch Fuss with some speed, but Robinson is a cagey customer. Don't worry about that.
His feet. Price comes over, Green with the ball. He's going to have to carry through.
Goes back into trouble, but good enough to get through. Lambert provides an outlet. Fresh legs come on as Freeman looks to have done something to his stick by the looks of it. That pass that he threw went along the ground, so he wasn't happy with it. And he's searching for his backup stick.
His backup stick.
Might be the goal-throwing one, Tone.
Well, I'll tell you what, the assist throwing one was good enough. I would have kept that all day.
Yeah, the backdoor shovel was good.
So here we go at pace. Matty Fuss, he's come to play, fires, bang. I reckon that's...
Shots on, yeah. Brighton on 1-2 there. Either way they could have gone with Carter, but left it to Edison Pike, who takes on Robinson through X, moves the ball on quickly.
And they would have seen a little bit of each other over in the Aussie tour.
Newman would have seen a lot of Pike, yep. Subbed up, so Freeman gets his goal-scoring stick and he's back out immediately there. Matt Fuss with some pace, and he is looking to load up, which is good.
He's going at pace, isn't he?
Yeah, Lambert out there as well, just looking to not mess up. And Pike likes this matchup. He'll catch and carry. Goes to Fuss again. Short pole
against
with Keesing.
Just steps. This is his firing range.
Got
Bang! It. Fuss says, have another one. And he has bought the shooting stick today. And I love seeing Matty Fuss shoot.
Plenty of pace, a lot of space there. So moving through, Pike makes some space, and the help didn't come. Opened up the hands, Keesing nowhere to be seen. That's from distance, and again, Watts, no idea where that's coming from. 3-1 early lead, Bombers.
Big shot up on that top offside corner.
He needs to shoot more. We heard the Australian coach yesterday at the luncheon, Tony, mention that Matt Fuss needs to shoot more.
Well, I'd agree, given those last 2 shots, or 3 shots. The third one wasn't far away. So maybe Matty Fuss is designated himself to have an absolute day out today.
Stock early in and out on the X. Wins a nice face-off. Needed to go to cover, couldn't get it.
Just poking at it, Need the ground ball to pick up. That's off gold, and that'll be a white ball. That
Matt
will be
Bartlett.
Right on the spot there was Bogger, and that was definitely off a gold stick.
Flirting with it there, the 14 for the Bays. So Watts now first time ball in the stick. As Tony just goes again.
So we're out with the... So Watts with the ball. And Watts will bring it out.
You want to hold on to it as long as you can, Cody. He hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, K-Man, that's a
just
terrible pass.
Gee whiz.
Put his offense under all sorts of pressure. Price, this is the one that Price can get in on. He turns to the right, not there, steps down here. That is Matt Bartlett with the ball.
Well looked after, Jason Baker.
Tell you what, K-Man, need a little bit better service to the offense than that.
Well, this is what he wanted, wasn't it? He left a lower club to come to a higher club to play finals. He's getting a look at it, and geez, he's finding out the hard way what it's all about, isn't he?
He is indeed at the moment. That was not a good pass down to your offense, but damage is mopped up. Williams steps down to the sniper. Pop, bang, top corner. And he is on the sniper. So watch this, Benny Robinson. This is why we call him the sniper. He's come down. Williams looks down, looks up. The sniper steps up, pop, bang, top corner. And it doesn't get any better than that here. That has just broken the cookie jar. It has. What great camera footage there up there, Shix.
It was. Who we got up there?
I reckon Christian's up there, is he? Can't see. So Christian upstairs, and our Spielberg of LSA TV, and we've got a
Woodford this time out the front. Keesing having a tough go at it. Newman, I keep saying Robinson there. Newman runs over it a couple of times as well. Palmer doesn't want it.
Doesn't want it enough.
Doesn't want it at all.
But
so
it was a 4-1 contest there, Shix. Brighton on Glenelg initially, and what?
Timeout called for the Bombers.
Goal. Okay. Yeah, you saw that. Even when that ball hit the deck after that contest, there were still 4 Bombers to 1 Glenelg player fighting for that ground ball. Finally got out, just not picked up. So good pressure from the Bombers.
They're all over it. They're up and about nice and early.
As we see on the replay here, this is the one where it just steps down and Fuss. Geez, he's bought. Tell you what, I think I'll buy that stick of him after if I can shoot that well.
From range too, wasn't it? This was Nickel just speed dodge past Woodford. The help came all out of whack, wasn't he? Able to run around that one.
No slide there. Matty Fuss thought he was playing goalie there for a second.
He did. He did.
And this is...
Matt Fuss' second one. Up the lane, running away from goal. From distance again. Dunk.
That was a fantastic shot.
It was a good shot.
But you can see where they're driving from, and this one here was as good from Robinson. Great camera angle, just set behind and left-handed keeper, stick side high.
Yeah, that was a beauty.
3-2, and I'll tell you what it is. It's a fantastic game now. So Brighton with the ball, limited time. Clock is on the field, I believe. That's why the timeout was called. So less than 30 seconds in this first quarter.
Fuss again, the go-to man. Morton gets his first look at the day. Down the alley, pushed away,
steps
inside, roll to Freeman, half on, wasn't it?
And crease violation there for Brighton.
Looked to be about a metre away from the crease.
Oh, no, there was one come from behind.
Right.
So right on the spot. And limited time as Cody just goes to Hail Mary. Limited time. Oh, picks up by Nickel. No goal. Misses the cage anyway. But, whoa, goes for the quarterback just. And flag is down. Sorry, Shix, I'm watching the other way. What was going on there?
Somehow that ball landed in Nickel's stick and he got through, but what happened off ball was just a little bit of bump and rub, not a lot in it at all. Robinson retaliated, and I think that's what's going to be called here, unsportsmanlike on 1 minute. So Brighton now will start with it. Really not required. Okay. He remonstrating with Nick Longo. Not exactly sure what happened. Didn't look to be a lot in it anyway.
But a goal. But he will wear a 1 minute unsportsmanlike.
He will.
Not really what the coaching staff would have wanted from Glenelg. But what a fantastic quarter. And what have we got in the way of goal scorers, Shix?
We saw Brody Nickel and Robbo just there in the highlights with one apiece for Glenelg. Edison Pike got the first for the Bombers.
With a fantastic feed.
Yeah, it was a good feed. Good collect on his shoelaces too to finish off well. Matt Fuss then turned the Jets on. Got a couple of zingers past Cody Watts.
Might have to just change that ball that Fussy's been shooting, I said, because there might be about a centimetre of rubber just taken off it with the heat he threw. And we've got a 3-2 game here, and a big shout out to our sponsors in Traditional Group on tradvc.com.au or 8376 3639.
Young Real Estate SA. Young Jack, or Jack Young, I should say. John Young, Jack Young.
Yep.
Young Real Estate, and of course, our good friends at 180 Finance.
180 Finance. And a shout out too to JP Solar and Electrical, who have allowed us to utilise their ute today as a camera sourcing.
Bringing us some fantastic angles. So Brighton will start with the ball. That penalty on Ben Robinson after the whistle blown.
So a minute man up, you're 3-2 up. You're going into a first quarter. Big opportunity for Nickel. The whistle had gone before the shot had. We heard that. And it'll be a Brighton ball, and Matt Fuss to start man up.
One for me who hasn't touched the ball yet, Anson Carter. 3-2 Brighton up. Carter yet to touch the ball, so things are looking good for Brighton early.
Pike with the ball, kicks it over to Woodford. Man up team. Kicks it up the top here.
That's young Dallison. Dallison down to Freeman. Pike will drive the back corner to get a rotation happening. Woodford across now.
And you just see Anson Carter sitting in the middle, can't you? Just sucking off the backside here. And Woodford. Here comes the wheel. Fuss, Carter, Fuss. Good rotation out the back top. Looks down the bottom. Popped. Good work, good defence.
Good cover D, Dan Evans on the back corner. Freeman now to Pike. Pike to Carter. Carter to Fuss again. The hot hand. Backdoor.
Or just on the bottom. And there's going to be a loose ball push.
So we see that a lot, don't we?
That's going to be a loose ball push. That's not a penalty.
In the back it could be. He's thrown the flag, Tone. It could be in the back.
He's given an illegal body for 1 minute. Yep. On a loose ball.
No, I don't mind that. He's hit the man fair square in the middle of the back.
You know what? I'm in the context of what is the grand final and premiership. I get what you're saying, Shix, but you know what?
Square in the back, Tone. I don't mind it. If it's on the side after that, sure, let that go.
So another opportunity here. Glenelg
Back
Still
corner.
man down and
Fuss
bang.
finds Pike on the bottom corner there. 2 on 3 on the far side. Pike just needed a little keyhole to look at. Put it past Cody Watts, right-hand side.
So 180 finance and traditional replay here. Just see him just pulling up Pike, and that slide comes really late there.
Kesavan in all sorts of trouble,
isn't he?
Found, lost.
He is first grand final opportunity, and just trying to get up to speed with it at the moment. So another one there, 4-2, Brighton lead. And another man-up opportunity, another man-up goal.
Another man-up, so Stock.
Stay out of the box.
Yep, they haven't gone Pole in here, who's been ineffective against Stock so far. Nice, easy ground ball, face-off win, I should say. He needs to get it out of there because he's just burning man-up time. Ooh, nearly throws an intercept.
So,
penalty released.
Penalty released. All right, so we're 6 on 6. Kicks it down to Pike. Pike has Newman on him.
Reeves' pass going left behind the cage.
Top to Stock.
So
Stocky likes what he's got.
He does. He wants to go at Keesing. Finds himself nice, but Fuss as well, far side, deep.
And he's found Palmer on him now. Ball up to Carter. Carter against K-Man.
Mitch Fuss has the short pole matchup. They like that. But Pike says, you know what, I'm feeling pretty hot and handy at the minute. I'll go at him.
And he's got to switch to the shorty. Carter looking for the two-man game. And there's a Ward. He's called a Ward. I don't know about that one, Shicks. I didn't see much elbow movement there. And a ball and a flag thrown as well. And plenty of flags down here. We'll listen into what's going on here.
Yeah, unlucky hold call.
So just a hold.
Just got tangled up with him, the ball carrier, I think.
And now we'll find Glenelg with a man-up opportunity. Is that their first of the game? Or
it is.
First of the game. So 30-second man-up opportunity here for the Seahawks. Steps in, bang! And that's off a foot. That is off a foot, and Chippy's just, that could have been ugly. And opportunist was the sniper. So the ball down the bottom here to Nickel. The sniper steps, pops, and off the ground.
Penalty release, Tone. So that's
good quick play there, though.
A couple of shots there. Good save. Was off Chippy's foot?
It was Chippy's foot. He didn't move it.
Might not have seen it, but he certainly felt it.
He felt it. Someone will be calling a tow truck for Chippy right now. Given the ball's whacked him down there without the look.
So
Ball
Fuss
down the back.
Yeah, Matt Fuss now. Oh, that pick was almost moving.
Flag.
Late flag.
Late flag thrown. Might be another. Just rolls around and another one thrown. There are flags going everywhere here at the moment.
Horrible flag height there, Gowdy. Looked like he broke his shoulder doing it.
So
it's a late call on the pick, wasn't it? I mean, trying to get some.
So we've got 2 one-minute penalties. So here's an opportunity, and another one for an illegal substitution. Bang! Pops high, Toddy Bartlett. So that illegal substitution will be waived off, that 30. But those 2-minute penalties will still sit.
It's a gift here in the man-up, isn't it? Look at the gift here. They didn't go to the ball carrier.
Just turned his head.
Baker just got
sold
an absolute lolly.
He thought he was a cook there, not a baker. Turned his head and didn't want any part of it and pops that one away. And Henry with a timeout here to stop those penalties.
Well, they haven't looked like winning a face-off yet, so yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, they're going to be 2 men down on the wing, so there's a lot of pressure coming if Stocky goes in there. And that penalty would have only wasted about 10 seconds. So they've probably got 50 seconds or 40 seconds left on those penalties. Get another one, get it back, 4-3 currently.
An absolute
But
gift.
what about, you know what? What about, for me, Chippy's foot positioning in that last shot? Because the sniper just went, well, no one's coming to me. We've called it, and I'm going to throw that ball low. Great shot, great save.
Just having a look at that replay there. Baker just sold an absolute lolly, and then
didn't he tell him about it too?
Bartlett, pretty excited to get one back. 4-3, 2 men down.
Problem is when you talk the talk. So Glenelg will have 2 poles on the wing. No, they've only got 1 on the wing. Luke Keesing in the middle.
Another one quickly. Your ball.
So Stock up against Keesing. Contest to be had in the middle here.
Oh, break from Keesing. So
Keesing broke.
Maybe that's in the plan, Tone.
Well, now they send the pressure.
So Stock doesn't need to go forward, does he? Should have gone backwards.
He should have just gone backwards. The man up opportunity is backwards.
Brighton could blow a timeout if they wanted to, potentially.
Yeah, they've called 1 in the first half, so they've still got 1 to go.
It's probably the man they need the ball in. Pike's stick.
Up against.
Williams
and they just need to keep the pressure on. The one penalty release, second penalty released. Good work there from Brighton. And in the hands of Fuss, and he will fire from about the restraining line the way he's shooting today.
He looked like he was winding up too, didn't he? Lambert out there now for the Bombers.
And
Stock remaining out there.
Yeah, he wants to be an offensive presence today to Stock. Lambert with the ball. Up against Evans.
Slow dodge, rolls left, looks to go back right, can't find it. Pick comes and he carries through. So that was a penalty down the other end. Didn't quite make contact though, Evans on the pick.
Yep.
Pike again, Newman up high. Oh, loose ball.
Good work there from Newman, but good work to recover there from Ed Pike. And back up the top to Stock. Here we go. Looking at the help here.
Plenty of talk from Anson Carter out there. Everybody a touch, he's saying.
Keesing, good double there from Evans. But Keesing now finds himself down the bottom.
Yep, with Lambert. Fuss with the ball, he carries up. Patrick Palmer got him. Freeman now with the goal-scoring stick. He's got rid of the assist stick. He's got Capella, who he probably likes this matchup.
He's a smart player, is Freeman, just stepping inside, stepping outside. Good work there from Capella. And he's going to be called for a loose ball hold. Oh, let him play.
Yeah.
You know what? You come in, you create the contact. You've given an opportunity, you lose the ball.
Yep.
Let him play.
I agree. Tone, a little unlucky that time, Griffin Capella.
And I think maybe a similar conversation being had in the bottom corner.
A lot of black and white support down there for the Bays.
So ball down the back.
Little isolation here, Lambert, but not coming through.
Well, Lambert always seems to, we saw him at Burnside, and we've coached against him. He always seems to get one, doesn't he? He just finds a way to get a goal. Oh, Stock, pop, bang. And Stock with one, and he's down. He's copped one late there, I reckon. Or in the shooting action, whatever. It looks like a...
He'll bounce back. So Stock just given time to go down the alley. Evans given space, and not a lot wrong with that either.
Not a lot wrong with that.
Yep, fair bump. So well played.
Yep.
Keesing.
Nothing wrong with that. You scored the goal. Thank you very much. So 5-3 game, but that's certainly got the, shall we say, the testosterone up just a touch here at the Woodville Lacrosse Club.
Plenty of advice coming from all corners of the field, Tone.
Well, there never is any love lost between these two teams, is there, on the field?
That's right.
And as it should be. It's a hard, tough contest. It's 5-3 currently with about 9 minutes gone in the second term.
So Stock will have a minute to put himself back together. He'll be fine. He'll bounce back just fine. Made a rub of that kid. Woodford now will go to the face. Keesing in there again. 5-3 the Bombers.
So it did rattle him just slightly, but he's just going to catch his breath back there, Stocky. So ball back in the centre. Jacko with the ball, kicks out, Keesing. Shinnick out there. That could be a loose, no, good work there from Shinnick.
Oh, just launches it forward.
Just launches it forward, didn't have to. Oh, that's gone straight into the stick of Woody. And Woody just runs down and sees a few white shirts, and he must think that that's been like kicked lace out to him, mate.
Capella came out and got a piece of it, flicked it forward, and you're right, it just landed in Woodford's stick. Right place, right time. Pike now with the ball. Newman D'ing him. Matt Fuss down to Perkins, I think, out there for his first look at it. Mitch Fuss, Carter. K-Man out to him. Pike, they go into motion. Fuss with pace and speed. Turns Patrick Palmer inside out.
He's got that. He's made that change, hasn't he? So Fuss
with
and
Mitchell
Fuss
Fuss.
the other way. We saw him score one in the semi-final like that to win the game. Ball down from Carter. Steps up the top. Fuss, bang. Ooh. And save there.
So good screen. Fuss using it that time. Mitch Fuss now. He'll get the restart. Up he goes at high pace, as we know he does. K-Man comes out to double. The switch was called. Fuss now across to Perkins.
And Perkins will kick it down there. Pike cross down to Fuss. And up here to Matty Fuss, and he likes what he sees against young Newman. At pace, looks down, pops down, looks inside. Just misses the handle of the ball. Ball to be won. Great, that smarts there from Tommy, and he just throws it out of bounds. But you know what? Great smarts in the ground ball. Just missed the handle, and Carter was there to give it, but just didn't come off.
Yep.
And now they need to get
almost an easy out.
Well, Dan Evans could have just taken that forward.
Turns it back.
And turns it back and gives it to the longie for the clear.
Sucking in the big one, so he needs a bit of a breath. Though. Looks like he's getting advice from the box too.
He did get advice from the box, and he put his hand up and went, yep, okay, I'm all right. Thanks for asking.
So Watts will walk the ball up. K-Man and Capella to his left and right.
Well, I think there's a mismatch between Kai Williams and Lambert in speed. Oh, there's a just a little love tap, which is good. And Evans going about his work.
Now's the time to bump the goalkeeper. Lambert will go with Williams for pace, I think.
And there's one on the backside there. Great outlet. Good outlet there to Keesing.
How did they sneak one out the back there, Tone?
They sent a sub. They sent a sub off the other side there, mate.
To have good pressure, didn't they, Brighton?
Yeah. As he snuck on, and Keesing was ready to sub on. So, but you know, you can see Evans not pushing that ball forward. You know, they need to create some opportunities, and
they need time. So Michael Green
dancing down there, a little bit of samba. Good work there from Chippy. And Green, he's going to be under pressure here. Kicks the ball over. That's not where you want to put it. Straight back into the back.
Good D, Edwards. Strong pressure there on the body of Bartlett. Nearly cut him in half. And then the follow-up check dispossessed. So good work, Harry Edwards. The pass was a hot one from Green to the centre of the field. Edwards probably needed to do better with it. So that defensive effort was good, required.
And that pass back into the centre, Shicks, we will never condone it.
Price goes right, left, Lambert on him, double coming.
Steps down, Nickel. Price kicks it over, here we go, Williams, bang! Right behind that one is LSA TV's camera. And I tell you what, that's a good shot there from Kai Williams. And it brings it back to a 5-4 game, and on the 180 Finance Replay Traditional, good movement there from Price, steps, pops, and just over the top shoulder. One against the grain almost.
A little bit against the grain, wasn't it? Looks like both goalies might be having some trouble with these at the 3:30.
Maybe it's a 3:38 start, mate.
3:30
before we get out there, and it's 3:45, and you know what? A little bit of darkness. Maybe the sun's in the wrong, but I'll tell you what, it's good for both of them. So they're both going to have to put up with it. Now, what I think they're going to have to put up with is just good shots.
Oh, Woodford getting absolutely held up by Palmer. No interest in the ball at all. That is absolutely illegal.
Yeah.
So an easy face-off win to the Bombers. They'll go forward again. Matt Bartlett D'ing up on Woodford. Fuss has Palmer.
Fuss. And as you say at the moment, Carter hasn't really touched the ball yet, and a potential game winner is Carter.
Dallison out there for the Bombers, goes to Freeman. Freeman down to Pike. Pike has Seb Hardest D'ing on him. Opens up Woodford.
Oh,
Woodford! Top corner.
Bang! Tell you what, it's going to be... That has just rattled the top corner.
180 replay, Tone. Driving up the right-hand side, Edison Pike finds Woodford, freed him up. A little bit of traffic in front.
Bang! And I'll tell you what, that net's going to have a bruise on it, given the fact of the work that it's been done in that top corner so far down that end. But better than that, Brighton get that quick return, Chicks. Go back to a 6-4.
Stock back out there, winning face-offs nice and easy. Keesing can't get a stick on him. Stock goes free.
And that stuck in the stick, and a timeout had before that was... No, he's called that an illegal...
Yeah, no. It's a poor call here, Michael Gowdy.
So Gowdy stepped in and said he couldn't get the ball out of his stick.
Timeout already called.
Timeout had been already called, so the timeout will stand. But then that's an illegal...
No. Just a poor call.
So timeout will be called. So is that that'll be a Glenelg ball though?
No, because...
No, the time...
No, the cancelled call because the play was stopped.
Okay.
So well picked up there by the Brighton coaches. Probably an understanding.
Understanding of that.
Maybe there's a call there for Jackson Stock. Maybe he slips a word out that identifies the ball being stuck in, so the timeout called.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he tried to slam it on the ground to get the ball out in the end.
Well, that probably accentuated that call, didn't it?
Yeah, it certainly did. So Michael Gowdy was right, but it was a little bit
But it was late. Yep.
It was late on the call.
Yep.
So 6-4, the Bombers up and down game tone. This is good. We haven't seen high scoring like this for some time.
Oh, we love it, don't we?
We do love it. We do love it.
There's nothing better than bringing you live action here on LSA TV. And we hope you're enjoying the Men's State League Grand Final here at the beautiful Woodville Lacrosse Club. And there's plenty of people here, Shix.
There is plenty of people. There's plenty of people online watching us too, which is good.
We love it. Brighton with the opportunity now. 6-4. We're just before half-time.
Pike to Woodford to Carter.
So do they have another one in them before half-time?
So just to slow the scoring down, Glenelg have pulled the parachute out and gone 6 zone. Woodford, so they're going to force the outside shot, which hasn't been good for Cody Watt so far.
Put it in the stick of Matty Fuss and let the outside shot go.
That's right. Pike to Woodford to Fuss to Freeman.
Oh, good check there from K-Man. Needs to, and under pressure straight away, threw it up. Opportunity here, steps in, pops, bang! K-Man with another huge error. And he has just been put under immense pressure every time he's got the ball as K-Man.
Let's have a look at the replay, Tone.
So just gets here, throws the ball away.
Throws a Hail Mary, Pike in the right spot, feeds Freeman. Dip and dunk, and Watt's not happy with K-Man at all, nor he should be.
Nor he should be.
He's had a hand in 3 of these goals so far.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, they played 6 poles today, did Glenelg.
They're only running the 4 at the moment.
I'll tell you what, I might be having a look at that at half-time. Because that is probably 3 or 4 unforced errors at the moment. So ball with Keesing, limited time, clock is on the field. They'll probably want to get a shot away. They probably won't get a shot away with passes like that. The sniper kicks it down to Price. Price steps around, pops inside and just throws it away. And that is half-time here at the Woodville Lacrosse Club with Brighton leading 7-4 in your Men's State League Grand Final.
7-4 it is, Tone. Let's have a look at the goal scorers there for the Seahawks. We got Robinson with 1, Nickel with 1, Todd Bartlett with 1, Kai Williams with 1. For Brighton Bombers, it is Jackson Stock with 1, Woodford with 1, doubles to Matt Fuss and Edison Pike. Tom Freeman, of course, scoring 1 there at the end.
Which makes it a 7-4 game. We might have a look...
Replays, Tone, take us through.
We'll have a quick replay here. So this one here just gets up the top, looks down, and on the bottom corner there was Pike. Great vision from Fussy. Gets an assist with that one as well after his couple of goals. This one here, just no one comes out, and you just see Baker went. I don't know where Baker went, actually.
Well, it's complete confusion, wasn't there? Not only from Baker, but from the bench sending an extra player out. So there's a lot of confusion there.
So
this was when Stock got absolutely freight-trained.
You can see here, ball, bang. And Keesing in the act of shooting, I mean, that's a good hit.
Of course, that's fine.
Good hit.
Yep.
But, hey, Stocky put the ball away, and good luck to him. Ball came up the top here to Price, stepped down, and that was Williams. That was a cracking shot as well. Anytime they go stick side high and they miss them. But there's been some good shooting today.
Then
on
Pike
both sides.
driving the bottom corner. Woodford, so
Oh.
Pike's had a piece of four of these goals.
And that was just special from Woody too.
It was.
That was top corner. And this one here, K-Man just
didn't like the pressure.
Did not like the pressure at all. Popped down, and Watts not happy at all. And geez, did he give him a serve. Probably well in his right too to put under pressure like that. We've got a 7-4 game, and we might hear from our sponsors.
My name is Chris McGurr, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today. My name is Chris McGurr, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today. My name is Chris McGurr, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
We're back on here, Tone.
We are back on. Look at the halftime heroes out here. It's great to see all the kids out here having a throw, Shicks.
It is.
Halftime of the grand final here at the beautiful Woodville Lacrosse Club.
Fields have held up all right. Recent rain.
Absolutely. And it's probably worse in the commentary area where we're standing and moving around.
We're drawing a bit of moisture out the ground, aren't we?
Moisture out the ground. I reckon we've ruined the ground more here than they have out in the real one.
Well, there's plenty of time for it to regenerate over the summer.
All right. So, but what we have seen, Chicks, is an absolutely cracking game with both teams having opportunities. And, you know, we expect to see a bit more of that in the second half. And can the Seahawks get this deficit back to somewhat manageable and get back in the game?
Yeah, well, Glenelg came at the blocks quick, didn't they? Brody Nickel fired one away and Robbo got one as well, scoring the first two, I reckon. 7 of the next 9 have gone Brighton's way. Complete dominance at the face-off, both Jack Woodford, Jackson Stock, who took a heavy knock but looks to be back and okay. I tell you what, Edison Pike looks to be the difference at the moment. 2 goals, 2 assists. So he's had his hand played in 4 goals.
Well, he's over 60% of the scoring at the moment. Or assisting in the scoring. So huge opportunity here. It is the start of the third quarter, live and free on LSA TV. It is the Men's State League Grand Final. 7-4 is the score Brighton's way. And Woody. And that will be a Glenelg ball as there was a break there.
It was a late call, wasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely broke, Woody.
He needed a couple of extra seconds, though, the umpire, to make that call, just to...
Just a bit of theatre, Shicks, we'll call it.
Oh, yes, reassure himself.
Yep.
Happy with that.
So ball down the back with Price. He's against Green. Just steps in, steps out, looks up the top. And Dan Evans has just said, hold it up. So obviously... and they are very structured in their offense, aren't they, Shicks?
They like to go at their right matchup. But Michael Green's doing a great job so far on Jack Price. He shoots low left.
As Fussy just steps off his player. They're in a, I don't know what they're in at the moment, or 2-1-3 maybe. No, ball kicked up the top. Evans, he has Shinnick on him.
Anderson.
Sorry.
Anderson. He's changed his married name. So
now,
there
you go. Apologies.
Keesing with Woodford drives the right-hand side. Looks to go inside. That man there, Anderson, there with Evans.
Oh, bang off the shin. Chippy gets a big piece of it.
A real dribbler. Dan Evans goes low.
Just a big piece. And as I said, that structured offense we see with Glenelg putting one away, and that brings it back to a 2-goal deficit. So on the 180 Finance replay.
Looks like Anderson got himself a little bit out of whack. Longo there, the slide was good enough. Chippy got a good piece of it.
Just come off the knee, I reckon.
Somehow just took a bobble and spilt in 7-5. Good start, Glenelg, second half.
And that would be where they, what they would have talked about it. They were very close in their halftime huddle out there, the Glenelg boys.
Right. So Jackson Stock back into the centre.
But this is where you need to stop it, isn't it? So ball down, Keesing up against Stock. And a quick whistle, we like that. Change the, Dan Evans, he just found a lane and missed everything. But Mitch Fuss picks the ground ball up and says, come on, Baker, off you get.
Yep, give me some extra short pole, and that'll be Lambert. But Carter gets a first touch of it. He hasn't had a lot of it today, Tone, which could spell trouble if they start to open up. He'll be hungry for a few.
Absolutely. We haven't seen that real transition ball that Brighton offer. And when they do open up seams everywhere, don't they?
Freeman now down to Pike, across to Mitch Fuss. Lambert and Jackson Stock, who is playing a little bit of offensive time today, isn't he?
He's playing more offensive time than I've seen him play probably most of the year.
Do they see Luke Keesing as an avenue to goal?
Well, absolutely.
Is that why they keep him out there?
Absolutely, I think so.
So Stock now goes wide to Freeman, down low to Pike. Pike is feeling it today. He likes his matchup. Creates a bit of space. Lambert on the back corner.
Evans on his back foot. And this matchup, the Capella and Freeman matchup, has been happening all day as well.
Stock carries left. Pike across. Lambert on the back door. Frees himself up. Evans has him well wrapped up.
Good ball retention from the Bombers here.
Stock carries.
Just a good long set of offense. Back down to Pike, who's been in everything today.
He has. Sizing up Newman on the back left. Gives himself time and space.
Gets him top side nearly. And good work there from Newman.
Stock across to Mitch Fuss, who goes now down to Lambert. He want to go at pace. Comes left-handed. Evans has him well covered. Nothing.
Little inside.
Little
bang.
deep.
Good save there from Watts.
It was a good save. Keesing picks up a pretty heavy ground ball on the doorstep.
But a great cut, wasn't it?
Good cut, good collect, good save. Cody Watts jumping all over the place.
They might just a brush there.
And Evans, after playing a good defensive set, takes the ball down to offense.
And you see Keesing just drawing towards the bench. He's played that defensive set. And you wonder whether Evans will find his way that way too. As we see the ball kicked over, and he does. He subs. Done a lot of work in defence, those two shorties.
They did. They did.
And another opportunity here for the Seahawks.
Real low in the game at the minute time. Both teams just feeling each other, cautiously motoring through the third quarter.
So Price on green. Edwards already there. Just steps back up. Wants to get down the left-hand side. Oh, little push off the ball there. Nickel. Ball looks inside. Oh, just picked off. Lambert just picked off, and there's a penalty coming here as the ball gets thrown away. That might be another one. Has he thrown the ball away there, or is he?
All right. Let's listen to the umpires here. So it's an off ball. Off ball on Longo.
Well, I think it was for the push on the, as he got through. He pushed him down into the crease. So man-up opportunity here for the Seahawks. And coming off the back of one, if they can get one here, as I said, it's like that two-goal game we talk about all the time, Shicks, big save down the back here. And if they can get one off a man-up opportunity and bring it back within one, but they need to move the ball a little quicker at the moment, because they're just lining up from downtown, and that has nearly turned over going the other way with no backup.
Yeah, it looked to be light on. Chippy looked to have that shot covered. 30 seconds goes quick, doesn't it? Mitch Fuss back out there. The extra man is done. Bartlett.
Bang, Bartlett pops it away. And he likes that one too, limited angle. But and we'll see here on the 180 replay traditional. Just watch this. Young real estate. Pop. Oh. Hadn't found much of a gap there, Shicks.
He didn't.
Enough though.
Bartlett happy to tell Anderson all about it, who was late on the scene. So a nice score, 7-6. The Bays with the first two in the third quarter.
And hasn't that got the crowd into it? They've just started to raise their voices. You said there was a bit of a lull around here. It was like the arm wrestle, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right. You're
sitting
spot on.
top side.
Spot on.
The ball to be won out the centre. Stock. Good work there from Keesing. Oh, Fuss takes his own man out. Stock needs a little BTB. Just steps inside to Mitch Fuss. Kicks it to Matt Fuss. And they've got numbers here. Kicks it to Mitch. Kicks it down. Oh, Freeman. I don't know where he was shooting that. And we'll call that a possession shot just to make it worthy. Just rolled out of the top of the stick. Maybe he picked up his assist stick again.
He might have. Yeah, he might have just... whatever stick he's got there, it's not the shooting one,
It's not the shooting one.
So good opportunity there. Matt Fuss, Mitch Fuss, creating something out of nothing. Giving what Tom Freeman would normally slot away. He'd normally give that a good home, wouldn't he?
You know what? And I think he'll recover from that, because he will just step inside, give an opportunity. Oh, maybe that is the assist stick.
Might be a little something in that.
The ball down the back. Kicked up to Mitch Fuss, who kicks it to Matty Fuss. And Matty Fuss is picked up there by Paddy Palmer. And he will go at him, and if he can free the hands again from here, already got two from there. But Pat right on his hands.
Woodford now gets the pick there from Carter. Evans has got him well wrapped up. They go back to Matt Fuss. So that looks to be the flavour here. Keep going to Matt Fuss. Lights
just
one up,
fires
goes
it
wide.
to the wide side. But no damage done, mate. Pike down there, backing it up.
Pike on the restart, drives hard, back right-hand
This is
side.
a man, good save from Watts again. Just came round and went high, goes high, stays high.
Just lost the sting a bit, Brighton, offensively. That's 3 stops now, which is what was required from the Bays.
So there must be someone loose here. I was just thinking someone's run away and there was a... But another good save there.
Very good save. Pike coming around that right-hand side. Subs have been made and the hot
they're going to
ball
go
is
offside. Great work there from Dan Evans to save that offside. Did a great job there. Right on the money. Whether you saw that, Chicks, but that was coming offside to Glenelg.
Yeah, that's a little preconceived plan that they have to try and get that ball to Palmer. If he gets to Price, if he gets a good one, he dumps that off to Evans to create a little fasty out of nothing. So,
yep,
well played.
So ball up the top here with Bartlett. He's got a couple for the day. Steps down against Mitch Fuss. Steps inside, allows, bang! Bartlett gets his third. And we've got a tied game here. And Glenelg coming out after half-time. 3-0 quarter at the moment.
Just beats Mitch Fuss down low. Stuttersteck gets Mitch Fuss all out of whack. Matt Fuss couldn't get there for the help, and Todd's got the hot hand at the moment.
He likes it, doesn't he?
He does. He's getting very, very, very animated down there after the score. 7 apiece locked away. Glenelg first 3 in the third.
The premiership quarter at the moment, and we're back to an even game. Have we got a golden goal, Chicks? Oh, how good would this be? So ball with Stock. Good check there. They're really working the, just dives on the ball out the back. Oh, good hit there from Baker. Gets his stick. That one hurt Fussy too.
Gee,
that was a long way away for a call when there was probably about 12 fouls in there altogether. And they picked one up from a long way away.
I think the first check released the stick and the second check came through, hit Fuss on the open hand. It's just the angle of that check, Tone. If it's coming from roundhouse right, it doesn't look good to start with.
No, you're right. It doesn't, but you know, I'm a big one of just let them play because there was a lot in that. There was a few going both ways, and to pull one out. But anyway, has been seen, so man up opportunity. Woodford kicks the ball over to Pike. Pike back down to Carter. Carter, Fuss, just a little one off the shin, and that might be a... Cody Watts just saying maybe I was first to the ball, but he said
he was running the wrong way.
It was a bit far away from him. Fuss with the ball, kicks it to Freeman. Freeman back to Fuss, and they've got... nearly picked off. Freeman, bang. Watts with another big save. Got to get it out. Kicks it long. Oh, that's a great outlet. That is a fantastic outlet after another great save. Good opportunity here for Glenelg. Just checks it in. Penalty's been released on the bench. And Cody Watts with 3 big saves in this quarter.
Big outlet. Not the shot the Bombers need. Tom Freeman.
So even is the score. Fuss, that was
Luke Keesing.
Luke Keesing. And have we got a game on here, Shicks? We're 12.5 minutes into the third.
They've really turned it up the heat now.
We've got an even game. And does lacrosse get any better than this?
3-0 to Glenelg in this premiership quarter. Price now sizing up Green on the right-hand side. Looks at him, goes left, comes high.
Oh,
through
looks
ball.
the other side, bang, pops, puts, bang. Whoa! And I'll tell you what, it is like the Matrix down the back end. Tell you, I don't know whether that's the new Keanu Reeves just getting out the way.
Robinson on the restart. Matt Fuss has him at X.
But that could have been ugly.
Comes left, has a look right. Isolation here, rolls off the pick there.
Keesing, bang, and in the blink of an eye, Glenelg have 4-0. And it is a timeout called to Brighton. Mango's seen enough out there. And we've got an 8-7 game. We watched this one on the traditional Young Real Estate 180 Finance replay. Keesing just comes off the pick. Left-handed, well worked out, and a really simple finish.
Yeah, Price freed him up. Robinson, who has been the go-to scorer, turns provider on that occasion, 8-7. They just get a sniff of it, don't they now, the Bays?
Well, you see, that last shot down here from Freeman, just, you know what, they've been working the ball so well for good shots. He's got a bit of a step down, but as I said, Watts with the last 3 saves, a little bit of a hot hand down there at the moment. But it is an 8-7 game. We do like this, and there's plenty more left in this one as we've got 13 and a half minutes gone in the third.
8-7. 8-7 the Bays.
Hey, Shix, just want to give a big shout out to Chris Webber, who's watching over in Boston in the USA. Big shout out. Hall, Massachusetts, big shout out to you. And we hope you're enjoying the live free action on LSA TV all the way across a big ditch.
Stock seems to be winning these face-offs pretty easily, but not being able to get out of trouble. So Glenelg have his exit plan sorted. Looks like Keesing might have got one back here on him.
He looks like it. Palmer out the back here. Oh, there we go. White ball. And we got whistles going everywhere.
So call from the bench there saying last shot, so there can't be too much time left. Must have been a little bit of blood, was there, on Evans?
I don't know, but what do you think? I don't know about those face-offs. Let the Bulls go at it.
Yeah, an explanation would be good.
An explanation would be good. I'm tossing up. Let him play. So, ball in the hand of Keesing. 45 seconds we're hearing from the bench. So last shot wanting to be had here by the Glenelg Lacrosse Club. They have had an outstanding quarter, to be honest. So 10 seconds left. Oh, sorry, 24. 24 seconds we're hearing. Keesing with the ball, looks down, finds the sniper. Sniper steps inside, outside, still outside. Ball with Keesing, steps down, left hand, misses the cage.
Big shot in the context of the game tone. Should that go in? 2-goal break going into the fourth.
Well, that would have been
getting all their own way at the moment.
And that would have been a 5-0 quarter, but Price steps, bang. Good save there from Chippy.
Oh, was that a check on the goalie?
And that whistle has gone. And a huge quarter for the Glenelg Seahawks.
Massive quarter. 4 scored, 2 to Bartlett, 1 to Keesing, 1 to Evans in that quarter.
And a 0 quarter, I believe, is that correct?
A 0 quarter for the Bombers. Had their chances, but their shooting let them down. They threw ordinary shots at times, didn't they?
Yep.
Pressure mounting.
Well, they had that one. Pike came around the corner and went high without moving Watts. You had... and we might hear a word from our sponsors.
My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
So Brighton up by 2.
We're back. Start of the fourth quarter action, 2022 LSA State League Grand Finals here at Woodville, Findon Oval, Woodville Lacrosse Club. Brighton 7, Glenelg a massive 4-0 third quarter to go, 8-7. 180finance.com.au 0480311301.
Here it is. The face-off for the last quarter. We got Woodford up against Keesing. Woodford, Keesing, Woodford, Keesing, Keesing, Woodford. Out
Anderson.
to Anderson.
Waves off Pike, goes back
that's
inside.
a terrible
It's a
pass.
horrible pass.
Terrible pass. And we say sometimes they come back with interest. Well, Paddy Palmer, he's coming back with some sort of interest.
Paddy Palmer's got no interest in the contact. Runs
He
to
hasn't.
freedom.
He's got Newman out the outer side here. And he either goes and he needs to present here, the sniper, or just makes him work for it, does Newman. But the sniper with the ball in his stick.
And a pep in his step, Tone.
He does. And he kicks it to Bartlett, who has a celebration in him every time he gets a goal.
Rightly so too. 8-7 the score. That just a reminder, 4-0 quarter to the Bays.
After being down 7-3 at the half. Not often you can keep this Brighton team to a scoreless quarter.
Not when Brighton are winning the face-off too. Stock and Woodford have had their own way. Keesing though now upping the ante with a lot of pressure on the get out. Price now takes on Anderson down low, comes back again, the re-dodge.
Gets around,
poor
just pops
pass,
it low.
and that's going to go.
Keesing's
Keesing's got to do more.
Yeah, good
Saves
work,
it.
and he's going to come back because it's coming the other way. Green with the opportunity. Pops the ball, another throw. Here we go, K-Man. Oh, he needs to pick that up. And the ball flicks forward. And again. And we see Bartlett. Fuss rips it wide. I know we've been on about it a bit, but K-Man just needed to pick that ball up.
He had a good chance there too. Absolutely snuff another Brighton forward thrust. No pick up
one on
here.
him.
And this is
Bang,
what happens.
And that's not the start that Glenelg would have wanted, leaving Matt Fuss, who's been firing bombs all day by himself, to come around a back corner.
Let's have a look at the replay on that one, Tone. It was quite simple, wasn't it?
Well, just no one picked him up.
The restart, Todd Bartlett went to sub. No talk, no communication. Fuss comes around and gets...
Subbing in defence, Shicks. What are we talking about that?
Well, it's okay to do. You've got to be organised around it, though. The other guys needed to talk a little more and cover that. So Fuss of the Matt variety gets his third. The opener in the fourth brings it back to an 8-all ball game.
And this is golden goal material, Shicks.
So Stock again.
Stock with the ball.
And then they just concede, Glenelg, with the pole in the middle.
That's
they
odd.
Just concede.
I mean, you put that pole in the middle to keep pressure on him. And that's why you do it, to keep pressure on him. Great pick up from Kai Williams. Outlet, he's got, great pick off there. Freeman just picking pockets.
Forgot who he was playing for, Williams, coming from Brighton, doing the crossover this year. Thought he was back in the black and gold, sent one up high. Freeman picked off.
So another opportunity. So those little one percenters just falling Brighton's way at the moment. We got an 8-all game, 3 minutes into the fourth.
Nice and calculated now for the Bombers as they go down to Pike. Pike's being picked up by Capella, so there could be a couple of match-up changes offensively. Mitch Fuss, look at this high tempo.
Barley
goes.
just lost his
early slide.
Comes out slide. Freeman puts it away. That early slide came very early, didn't it, from Newman?
Well, Seb Hardis only really picked up a long pole a couple of weeks ago.
My bad.
Not required at all. Bartlett did go to ground, it looked like, and Mitch Fuss got a step on him.
Well, he was spinning his wheels here, wasn't he? He spun his wheels, but he went really early. And if you're going to go, you've got to let your teammates know. And I don't think there was much communication down there.
Freeman again.
And in the blink of an eye, we've got Brighton up by 1. This game has many twists and turns at the moment. I'm still going golden goal, Shicks.
Looks like Brighton have ironed out their issues here.
So ball out the back. Ball to be won. Under pressure. Oh, Fuss.
super ground ball, wasn't
Just picks it up and says, I'm coming down.
it? How's the awareness on that there for
And
that
look at
ground
the
ball?
pace on him.
Brody Nickel doing a great job keeping up with him.
It did indeed, because we all know the pace of one Matt Fuss.
Yeah, flat
And,
out. Flat
oh,
out.
double flag. We got an offside here against Glenelg. There's 7 down there. Fuss just, Cody just saves that one down low.
Yeah, a little
And I reckon
less-
Matty Fuss is just sucking in a few here.
Yeah, that's right. He gassed, wasn't he? So couldn't get everything behind that one. Good save though, Cody Watts.
And offside call.
Offside.
And that was the, and that's what happens, isn't it, when you're running hard, and Nickel had to go with him.
High tempo, express pace lacrosse.
So 30-second technical penalty.
This will be a huge one now. If Brighton can slot a 30-second man-up goal here, that'll really, really put a dent in all that hard work Glenelg did in the third quarter.
So, ball down the bottom here. Little rotation starts to shift. Up the top, looks down the back corner. There's Carter. Steps in, looking down. There's another rotation coming on the back corner with Fuss. Steps down, pops across, and just misses, and penalty has been released. He's going to run it. Oh, I thought he was going to run straight into Bartlett, then coming off the bench.
Tries a little sneaky one there, Matt Fuss. Looks like Anson Carter might have had a shot on, but decided not to.
So ball with Fuss, kicks it up here to Pike. Had a great game today as Ed Pike.
Young Dallison now gets into the cut and thrust of it.
And it's good to see a couple of these young Brighton players up and about when it really matters.
Matt Fuss finds a short pole. It is Dan Evans, so Dan Evans will be comfortable here, but Fuss will want to go high
Well,
pace.
you've got Carter, and look at this. You've got K-Man almost sloughing off very early.
Oh,
missed the handle, and that one could go out of bounds. And that will be a Glenelg ball, so an opportunity here for Bartlett. And he goes.
Baker through
Baker.
the sub. Yep, cancels out any fast break opportunity, and Glenelg now carry the ball down for a settled offensive set.
So we see the sniper up against Longo. Just steps inside, gets behind him. Oh, great trail check. But ball still to be won on the ground. Still a ball to be won on the ground there. Great work there from Nickel. And that's what we like. Rubbin is racing.
Good save, wasn't
Great
it?
save there from Chippy. Just held his angle.
Yeah, that was excellent. A little bit of lacrosse. Mitch Fuss getting across on Todd Bartlett.
This is the sort of lacrosse we love to see, isn't it?
It is. This is the matchup I've really liked here.
Yeah,
Michael Green's done a
Green.
really good job on Price.
And just doing enough, isn't he?
He has.
Without overdoing it.
Well, he's done plenty.
So, ball's down.
Williams.
And Williams, just that nod of the head says, come on, give me an opportunity here. So, Williams up against Jack Woodford.
The old crafty Jack Woodford giving away nothing.
Just kicks the ball back down here to Price. Price against Green. Steps inside, comes around, looks up the top. Sniper with the ball on the left. Fuss comes out, presents, not there, kicks it to Bartlett. And Bartlett back down to Nickel.
Nickel wants to keep the ball hot and goes on Longo after that big takeaway check on Robinson. Doesn't see anything of it. Goes back to Bartlett through X, and the ball just fizzles out a little bit. Up high now, Keesing wants to take Baker on with a pole. Looks to go left. Does. Throws
Early.
the ball deep to Bartlett. Yep.
Early slide there, Shicks.
And that's Harry Edwards looking after Todd Bartlett. Williams now. This is what he likes.
And they've really crushed the crease here too, Glenelg. They want to spread it out a little bit, allow these guys to get around the corners and step down. Price steps down, pops. Chippy says, thank you very much.
Pop's all right. Soda pop. Chippy thought this is Christmas. I'm at the drive-ins watching a classic.
And 8.5 minutes gone in the fourth. Brighton up by 1, 9-8, as Matty Fuss comes down to try and take this ball out to clear.
So game management comes into it now. 3.5 to go. Look at.
Well, now they've got a sub here, so no one's picked up the sub off the... Oh, no, they've either got too many on. No, sub coming...
Just getting the right guy on, and look at the,
Well, the sub, there's no the sub on the outlet, on the outer side.
Chippy has thrown
And he's
that
too
ball.
long. He's kept it in there too long. He couldn't get out. So,
Yeah, yep, no, you're right.
so he got the 4-second call on himself. Shicks.
Timeout. Yeah, that was a big, big mistake. Brighton got the overlap they needed on that far side. Chippy had rolled it into the net somehow, and he's done it in such a way the ball got lodged in there. Couldn't get it out. Stuck in there.
And you're all over that, Chicks. Well, yeah,
But surely if he's not in possession of it, it doesn't go against you. If you're trying to rake it out of the back of the net, is that right? I'd like to know a bit more about that rule.
Yeah,
Because I know it's possession, 4 seconds is possession.
It is possession, but then again,
if it's
given
stuck
up
in there,
I don't know. But then again, you know what? Maybe don't put it back in there.
well, you see him do it all the time.
Yeah,
It's nothing new, but he just couldn't get it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, not sure on the call there. But what I was watching for was the sub on the outlet that if Chippy had got it in
they
his
worked
stick,
it perfectly.
they'd worked it perfectly. There was a massive outlet on that box side that would have been a fast man break.
There was.
So how big is that call in the context of this game?
No doubt.
It could be huge.
I'm not doubting the correctness of it either, Tony. I'm just...
But I mean, the call of Chippy to put it there.
Yep. So it's another big save. Another big stop required now.
Those little 1% things that just perk up that you don't see very often.
Yeah, well, that perks you up because...
that could change the game because we could get to golden goal.
Glenelg score here. Golden goals on the cards.
Price up the top against Green. Sniper against Anderson.
Crowd's getting involved now too, Tony, as we're coming down the stretch. 2.5, 3 minutes left.
Oh, we've probably got 5 or 6 left. We're at 9 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I think our clock's fairly close to where we are.
Right, gotcha.
So a little bit more time in it, but so plenty of time for either team.
Robinson, Anderson looking after him. Keesing now has Matt Fuss. Matt Fuss has had a big game today. Keesing wants to play a part in it coming down the stretch. Gets in high side, shoots high.
And back up there, Keesing.
Robinson on the restart. So Robinson brings it in.
Well, Robbo's had... Sorry.
Yep.
You go.
No, Robbo's had...
No, I said Robbo's had 4 in the last 2 games, and he's got 1 in the first quarter. But just hasn't had that impetus in the offence.
No, it's been Bartlett today, hasn't it? He's popped up here and there. Price yet to trouble the scorers, and that goes wide too.
Tell you what, and that's come off.
Is that off?
That came off the defender, and that nearly worked for Brighton because they were nearly closest to that first on.
So everybody nice and switched on. Williams here, Longo looking after him. Price up high.
And Price has changed, hasn't he? He was coming from X before, and then have brought Green up high.
Yep. Looking to invert. Keesing with Fuss. Fuss has him. He goes left, then goes right. Robinson pops out the back. Anderson still looking after him. Nickel on the cut, ignored. Robbo just wants to free up and snipe on, doesn't he?
He does. He
wants
wants it.
Oh, another dispossession, playing the ball without stick, surely.
No. It has to be upside down for that to be covering.
Oh, okay.
So the ball in the stick, Longo, bang, bang! And that's off a golden.
Threw the ball away. Another one.
Oh, so ground ball to be won. Harry Edwards.
Green had a crack at it, couldn't quite get it, and he goes to the middle.
I was going to say,
Pike.
some of these decision making in the passes aren't great.
High pressure lacrosse, Tone, and decision making.
So about 4 minutes to go in this 4th term.
That was a big moment for me, Tone. Big moment.
Huge.
Brighton come up trumps. Everyone had a little sniff at it, didn't they? Williams.
There was opportunities for both sides there.
Yeah, well, again, Williams collects it and throws a would-be ball to the middle of the field, turns it over.
And I'll tell you what would happen if they put a goal in here, it would throw a dagger in the heart of the Seahawks.
A little twist in the dagger as well.
And you see Fuss, he's picked because he's had a shot at him down the other end as Keesing against Fuss. Fuss says, well, maybe I can return the favour.
Yep, they've got Jack Price playing D down here, who isn't a bad defender.
He's not a bad defender.
They will look to play at him. Fuss now going again. Double comes from Price early. Woodford, goal
bang,
on the left.
Top left-hand side. And that could be a dagger in the heart of the Glenelg Seahawks. As a shot had.
180 finance replay. Have a look at that. Fuss, the early double again, not required from Price, creating offense. His immediate attacker, Woodford, on the left, collects and goes in the 5-hole and beats Cody Watts down low. So again, although you don't need to drive on these guys finding themselves playing D, they just create offense for no reason. Brighton now have a nice little buffer, 10-8.
And Shix, I'm sure in your prediction You had Brighton up by 2, so right now we've probably got about under three to go. So ball needs to be won, and they can hold it here. He needs to get it out of that stick. Good work there. Nice little flick on, and Baker with the ball kicks it to Pike, who's been very good today.
So Pike, who's got an engine, and 2 poles go to him. Oh, wrapped up.
Hold call. No, they're going to let him play, and a timeout called there from Brighton.
10-8. 10-8. Close to 2 minutes left, Tone.
2 minutes. I mean, what do they say? A goal a minute.
You think it might be out of reach?
But I'm saying that. If Brighton can run a good set here, and they may try and take some time off the ball, although that's untraditional.
Sometimes
Brighton.
you talk about a game of 2 halves. This has been a second half of 2 quarters. That third quarter, Glenelg got themselves back into it to go 4-0 and got themselves back in the front. This quarter here, Tone, has been all Brighton, 3-0 at this stage.
It has. It literally has, hasn't it? And it's almost a scoring end.
Down here, was it potentially?
Well,
I got the
not in God's country, mate.
Got the protractor out earlier. Got the level.
0.0001%. It's perfect out here at the Woodville Lacrosse Club.
It is. It is.
And we have got about 2 minutes and a bit to go here in the fourth. Brighton leading 10-8 with possession, and Glenelg are going to have to push out here and try and turn that ball over and get one quickly.
Yeah. Glenelg will have to push hard. Ball starting in Matt Fuss, so they can't push too hard because they can't catch him. Pike will go left. Pike's on here. Oh, gee whiz.
I'll tell you what, that's what they call a hospital ball, isn't it? When if Evans was on the money.
Carter's got the short stick, so while he...
And that's in the crease, and that might be an interference call.
Yep.
And a flag called by Dan. That's not great.
Flag has gone. That's terrible across.
That is terrible.
Right when your club is on the line.
Unsportsmanlike one.
The ball goes your way, and the captain of the club coughs it up like that.
And Cody's just asking the question about the...
clear penalty.
One that took him out, but that penalty is not there.
Well, the one that took Cody out got them the ball back, right? That was the in the crease call.
Yep.
And then after that call...
penalty, so they'd start with the ball. That's a huge...
Yep.
Like, just didn't need to be done, did it?
So expect now a stall call to be on very quickly. So they would want to get the ball above restraining and just leave it up here for now.
Yep.
Create some extra space. Give the ball to your runners, Mitch Fuss, Edison Pike, Matt Fuss.
Cody out the cage. You're either going out by 3 or 4, or you're going out by none.
Keep the ball away from Tom Freeman.
Yep.
Keep the ball
Keep
there
it
with
in,
Pike.
and there's the stall call. So we've probably got just under a minute.
A little bit of paint coming off there. So that's probably the defender they need to carry into.
Oh,
back corner.
That was a one that came out the stick. Ball up the top. Brighton doing a great job here to make the Glenelg defence have to work.
Yep. Next one's
Gets
on.
one late there. Does
Pike.
Fuss.
Yep. Cody Watts had to come out to no avail. He needs to fully commit on that.
He's either coming out and sending a check or not.
Yep. So very well played here, Brighton.
And release, penalty release now, so...
minute left.
Minute left. Clock is on the field, actually, so 30 seconds left in this one. Might be a bridge too far for the Glenelg Lacrosse Club.
Unorganised here.
Carter has the ball. Capella, Carter steps around, save there from Watts.
Ben Newman missed one he probably would like to get again.
And Brighton Lacrosse Club, as this final whistle goes, will win the 2022 Lacrosse South Australia State League Grand Final 10-8. And aren't they happy with that? Sticks flying everywhere. And commiserations to the Glenelg Lacrosse Club. Fantastic season to come from third or fourth? Third. So they've had to do it the hard way to be here. But take nothing away from Brighton. That is an undefeated season. Oh.
Undefeated season, yeah. Too good in the end, really. Brighton out early. Glenelg out early 2-0. 7 of the next 9 going to Brighton. But then that third quarter, which gave Glenelg a 4-0 run, got themselves up by a goal coming into that last quarter. But a couple of telling timeouts, maybe a bit of a shift in game plan. They pivoted a little bit, 3-0 last quarter. That's a super fight back for Brighton. Gee, he had everything this final, didn't it?
Absolutely did, and that's the sort of game you want to be brought to. I mean, at one point at half-time, you're looking at a 7-3 game. The next minute, you're in an 8-7 game, and before you know it, it's 10-8 and a couple of scoreless quarters, which is unlike these two sides.
We had a lot of singles there. Robinson, Nickel, Keesing, Evans, Kai Williams with one apiece. Todd Bartlett did the best he could for 3. Really tried to get the team up and about for Glenelg's 8. The 10 for Brighton were Jackson Stock with the 1, Edison Pike 2 and 2, Tom Freeman 2, Jack Woodford 2, and a telling goal late on that left hand.
And who did you like there, Shicks, as the player of the game?
Oh, gee, it was tough, wasn't it?
I mean, Fussy threw a couple.
Yeah.
But young Pike was very good. I think
Edison Pike.
he had 2 and 2 and did a lot of work down in that bottom corner.
He did. But Matt Fuss shooting early probably set the scene.
But Matty Fuss, as I said, a couple of fires early. And he did a lot of work through the lines.
Bartlett with 3.
Bartlett was good.
In a losing team. Jackson Stock was really good, controlled the ball all
Well,
day long.
I'll tell you what, who else played well? Young Green.
He did.
Because I can tell you, I don't think number 11 for the Glenelg Lacrosse Club had a goal on the board.
Well, he didn't really feature at all, did he? So pretty good coaching, I would think, there, sending Green to Price.
Yep.
No real impact at all. Fuss with 3, Woodford 2, good in the face-off as well. But Jackson Stock dominated the X for the Bombers.
And I can tell you what, and it's a cliche, but lacrosse was the winner today, mate. They were some really good games, both the women's and men's grand finals.
Yep.
Both coming down within 2 goals, and that's what you'd expect at this time of the year. So, and it's going to be rocking down at the Brighton Lacrosse Club tonight.
It will be.
Both the men's and women getting up.
It will be, and for those of you playing at home, that is Brighton Lacrosse Club's 28th men's senior premiership. And of course, they've played in quite a few of the most recent finals, but that's their 28th.
That's a big effort, isn't it?
It is.
A big effort indeed, and we are going to have the awards ceremony. I'm not sure whether we're going to be online for that, but potentially.
Yep. We'll stick with you for as long as we can.
We will, because you know what? This is, until we get into some box lacrosse maybe later in the year, mate, this might be the last time.
Until we're jammed by the production company, we'll keep delivering you everything we can.
Quality.
Brighton in quite jovial scenes over there. So today, Brighton have come away victors, both Women's State League, Men's State League. They were successful Women's Div 1. They were successful Men's Div 1. They didn't play Men's Div 2. And
no,
they lost,
that was the Eagles.
They lost Div 2 Women.
Div 2 Women.
So they'll go home tonight with 4 senior titles.
Senior titles.
As well as a few junior titles as well. So well done to the Brighton Lacrosse Club today.
That was a tough battle.
It was a good battle, wasn't it?
You know what? And that's what we love to see. You know, you get to this time of the year and being able to have, you know, a contest. You don't want to see a blowout. You don't want to see anything like that. But to have a contest and to be able to have it down to the wire effectively.
Yep.
You know, it's really good to see. And as the Brighton...
Not only will the celebrations be at Brighton Road tonight, Tony, I'm suggesting that there'll be a couple of beverages drunk over there in Italy at the moment with 2 players who haven't been able to get back in time for this grand final, Arlen Lim and Doug Brooks. So a little shout out to the lovers over there in Italy, having a nice romantic little
down
holiday.
the Venice Canal or something like that, just a
they'll
gondola ride.
They'll link arms and feed each other a little glass of red, no doubt.
Or they might go back to Germany and get shits-and-faced.
Well,
yeah. Yeah. So
just recapping, 10-8, Brighton the winners. Goal scorers, Pike with 2, Freeman 2, Stock 1, Woodford 2, Matt Fuss 3, who was the difference early, wasn't he, Matt Fuss?
Matty Fuss, those two first goals that he absolutely lit up were as good as they're going to get. And I'll tell you what.
For the losing team, we had Robinson 1, Nickel 1, Keesing 1, Evans 1, Williams 1, Todd Bartlett 3. But, gee, I tell you what, wanting his time back again would be Dan Evans with that penalty on the turnover. That was the nail, wasn't it? That was just,
it was just
the nail.
You know what? When it comes to, you've just turned the ball back over, which is what you've been trying to do. You know, you've given yourself that opportunity, and then you just throw it away. It's not. It's just. Yeah, not the smartest player in the world, but you know what? He'll have about 6 months to think about that now before he gets into pre-season.
He will.
And, yeah. So, but Brighton, rightly so, with plenty of supporters out there for their premiership. And
28th, it's a remarkable number, Tony, isn't it?
well, who has the next couple?
I think Sturt quite...
I think Sturt had 23.
Yeah, Sturt
memory.
at 23. I reckon East Torrens with about 17. Woodville 15. Then we have Adelaide Uni with 11. So Adelaide Uni have won more than
Well, how many have Woodville got?
15.
Okay, sorry.
15.
Yep.
Adelaide Uni 11. Glenelg 11. North Adelaide 9. Then we have West Torrens Eagles at 6. Of course, many, many moons ago, the Iroquois, a now defunct club, 5. Goodwood defunct 1, and Burnside 1 as well. So, a couple of big numbers there, in 28 now for Brighton, 23 for Sturt.
Yep.
A couple of big numbers there. And on the women's side of things, Brighton win their 17th today. Glenelg, of course, very close at 14, and Seacombe now defunct club with 13. So, plenty of premierships floating around, and I don't know if there's enough wall space down there in the new club rooms for Brighton's shields tonight.
And medals, and no, I would suspect that that the new club rooms will get a workout.
They'll find space, won't they?
Because this will be the first one they've had since their new club rooms.
I think it is, isn't it? Because last year
they were
was
under
when
construction
they came in.
when go back a couple of years
2020.
ago. So the old club rooms certainly saw a lot of celebration, but the new club rooms get to go off tonight.
A couple of the younger guys for Brighton, I dare say winning their first would be
Dallison.
Well, Dallison and Perkins.
Yep.
A couple of the young lads there, I would say. Green might have played in 2020. I don't know that he would have.
Don't think he did.
Div 1, wasn't he, back then?
Div 1.
So well done to Michael Green. And, of course, Edison Pike coming across from Williamstown.
And we're going to head over to our MC today, Mr. Ben Hook.
Outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, what an outstanding match of men's state league lacrosse that we have seen. Wonderful performance from Brighton, worthy from Glenelg. They were just tremendous all the way through. Just such a close game. And to our umpires and referees, our officials as well, how about a big round of applause for everyone involved in a wonderful men's state league grand final. Before we get into the presentation, on behalf of Lacrosse South Australia, I would like to recognise and thank the work of Chris North, who's just over here on my right-hand side. He's better known on Facebook as Eagles Lax Photos. He's been a wonderful contributor to Lacrosse South Australia over the course of 2022. There is a gift coming for you later, Chris. But how about a big round of applause for Chris and all the work he has done for Lacrosse SA. To assist with our presentation this afternoon, I'm wondering if you could please welcome to Adelaide from Melbourne the coach of the Australian men's lacrosse team, Glenn Meredith. We begin with the presentation of the Minor Premiership Trophy, and I'll invite Mark Mangan from Brighton to accept the Minor Premiership Trophy. As I said at the top, Glenelg played brilliantly. Their third quarter was absolutely outstanding, and they were just so valiant in defeat today. I will ask their captain, Daniel Evans, to come forward and say a few words. Thank you, Dan.
I'd just like to thank everyone who was involved in putting not only today but this season together. Thank you to the referees, congratulations, Brighton. We knew it would take our best today. Unfortunately, we couldn't put it together, but you guys earned the win today. Enjoy the celebrations. Hopefully, we're back again in the same spot next year. On a personal note, Henry, we farewell you from this team, mate. There's been no one that puts more into this team, this club, this sport in a whole, in my opinion, than you. Sorry we couldn't send you off how we all wanted to.
Thank you, Dan. Well said. I'll now invite Glenn Meredith to announce the winner of the President's Medal for the best player on the field in the State League Grand Final.
Thanks, Ben. Such a great game, and when a game's that close, it's very difficult to come up with an MVP. But just from a personal point of view, I thought this player got Brighton off to a good start, and after the half time when the game was on the line, he came out and dished off a couple of goals and got a couple more himself, and I just thought he set the tone throughout the day. Matt Fuss.
Matt.
I feel like mine and a whole bunch of these guys' entire lacrosse career is just a constant battle against you guys. Today was an exceptional battle, and I wouldn't have it any other way, and hopefully we can do it again next year. Thank you very much.
Now it's time to meet the Premiership team, the Brighton Bombers. Firstly, number 1, Mitchell Fuss. Number 4, Harry Edwards. Number 6, Edison Pike. Number 9, Tom Freeman. Number 10, Will Dallison. Number 11, Jackson Stock. Number 13, Jason Baker. Number 15, Douglas Anderson. Number 19, Stephen Lambert. Number 21, Michael Green. Number 22, Anson Carter. Number 23, Nicholas Longo. And number 70, Tom Perkins. The officials for the Brighton Bombers, firstly, head coach Mark Mangan. Assistant coach Jock Dallison. Assistant coach Toby Raymond. Team manager Todd Rosenthal. Team manager Phil Shinnick. And scorer Trevor Woodford. And now the captains of the Brighton Bombers. Number 8, Clinton Barker. Number 17, Jack Woodford. And number 18, Matthew Fuss. And I'll invite Jack Woodford to say a couple of words on behalf of the Bombers.
Firstly, I'd like to thank Woodville Lacrosse Club for hosting this grand final. They've done a great job, like always. Well set up. All the volunteers that worked on this. Thanks all the supporters, Glenelg and Brighton. It's just good to see a big crowd out for lacrosse. And thanks the refs. And thank you to Glenelg. They're always tough. We never have an easy game against you guys. It's just a good battle every time we play you. So I'm sure you guys will be back. And yeah, and to our guys, what a win.
And I'll invite now the three captains to lift the Premiership Shield. Thank you to Glenn Meredith. Congratulations to both the Glenelg and Lacrosse clubs. Thank you to Woodville Lacrosse Club for hosting us here today. Enjoy the off-season. We'll see you back in 2023.
A big thank you there to Mr. Ben Hook, our Master of Ceremonies today.
Great job.
Shix.
Yeah, great job, Bob.
Always does a fantastic job, does Ben. And again, congratulations to the Brighton Lacrosse Club on being the men's and women's state league premiers this year.
Got the double. Well done to them.
Got the double. A couple of more thank yous as we go through. You know, this isn't done through LSA TV without our sponsors, and a
Absolutely,
huge shout
Tony.
out to the traditional group, to 180 Finance, to Young Real Estate SA, and to AMAC.
Yep.
And to JP Solar and Electrical today for helping us out down here.
Of course. Yep. Eagles Lax photos. Chris North, fantastic. But what about Marty Baker? We should give a send out to Marty Baker. We're pretty hard on him most of the year, but today gets here early, sets up. There's no lag today, was there? We're right on the ball the whole way through. Helped out with our great friend at ALN, Scott Gill, of course, expertise.
3am IT and
3am
web.
IT. That's right.
So we've got to throw that in there because Scotty does a fantastic job. To Christian on the camera, he's always around.
Well, professional, actually.
Absolutely professional. Jared was up there today as well.
Yep.
And to Braden Munn, who normally gets out and about down there for the season.
Yep, of course.
To all of our commentators this year, and we could name them many, but Stefan Guerin is sitting to our left.
We better mention him.
We better mention him because he's standing there. But we had Nige Morton and Steve Mortimer for their first opportunity this year. We had Cam Adams.
Yes.
When I somewhat went down, literally.
Yep.
And you took up the ship. So,
Held the fort.
Fantastic job by yourself this year.
Oh, I'm sure the viewers will say,
going.
Tony, it's great to have you back at full tilt as well. Having you lounging around there out of action for a while really got us all down a little bit. So to have your voice back here. Is fantastic, and again, well done to everybody involved. Super happy with what we do, and with what we're able to do, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can't do it without the support of the people watching. We can't do it without the support of our sponsors, and we just love it. Shix, I know we do. We love being able to bring you live free lacrosse and being able to make this sport bigger. It's while the field season is over. The box season's about to start.
Just around the corner.
October the 7th, I believe.
Yep. October.
And it is the Young Real Estate box season.
Yeah, it is. So he's jumped on board, Jack Young, and he's really getting into the box season there. The traditional group have just reconfirmed their involvement again next year, which is awesome.
And
I'm sure 180 Finance will be not far away as well.
And I tell you what, if you want to become a sponsor of LSA TV, just get in touch with Marty Baker.
We are begging for one more or two more or three more. There's plenty of room, isn't there, Tone?
We could talk it all day.
We
will. Look. And, just a little interruption there. This is what happens. And maybe they thought we were talking too much here, Shix. They just pulled the power on us. But, look, from us to you.
It's curtain calls.
It is. We hope the Brighton Lacrosse Club celebrate extremely well tonight down there.
Yep.
And from myself, Tony Watts, and you, Craig Schicker.
Yes.
We look forward to seeing you next time the sticks are swinging on Lacrosse SA TV. Until then, stay safe. We'll see you in the box season.
Stay out of the crease.